The Astralis, a deep space exploration vessel, was 6 months into its mission when it detected a distress signal. It originated from an unknown craft drifting in the void, far beyond any established trade routes. The signal was faint, repeating a single phrase in multiple languages. "Help us. It's awake." Captain Serena Voss ordered the crew to investigate. Ignoring warnings from her second-in-command, Malik Hayes, she reasoned that the law of space required them to assist if survivors were aboard. As they approached, the derelict ship came into view, a massive, ancient vessel encrusted with layers of ice. Its name was barely visible: Lamentis. Docking with the Lamentis, the team prepared for boarding. The boarding party consisted of Voss, Engineer Riley, Medic Carter, Linguist Doctor, Farah Jane, and Security Officer Duncan. The interior of the ship was a maze of cold, dark corridors, coated in a thin film of frost. The air smelled faintly metallic, and the ship's systems were completely dead. They found the crew quarters first, empty, but signs of struggle were everywhere. Claw marks gouged into metal walls, strange symbols drawn in what looked like dried blood. A journal sat on one of the bunks, its pages filled with frantic scrawls. One phrase was repeated over and over: "The beacon must not be activated." "What beacon?" Riley asked, his voice barely above a whisper. As if in response, the ground trembled. Farah screamed as a faint hum began reverberating through the ship, deep and bone-rattling. "It's coming from below," she said, her face pale. The team descended deeper into the Lamentis, drawn toward the source of the hum. They reached the cargo hold where a massive, alien artifact stood. A spire of dark, pulsating material that seemed to absorb light. Around its base were the desiccated bodies of the Lamentis crew, their faces frozen in expressions of terror. "It's a beacon," Farah said, her voice shaking. "It's calling. Something." Before they could react, the doors slammed shut, trapping them inside. A voice, low and resonant, filled the room. It spoke in no language they understood, yet the meaning was clear. "You are too late." The beacon pulsed violently, and a wave of energy swept through the ship. Riley dropped to his knees, clutching his head as his screams echoed in the chamber. His body convulsed, his eyes turning a brilliant white before he collapsed, lifeless.